Happy Homebrew Wednesday on a Tuesday. So, I don't know what to call this IPA. It is a classic West Coast IPA. I think it's actually better. I mean, look at that. It looks like Pliny. I think it's better than. I think it's better than it's better than Old School. It's a single IPA. It's exactly 7%. It looks the part. It smells the part. Yeah, classic kind of grapefruit, citrus, sweetness. Awesome smelling beer. And it's, man, I always usually do clean beers unless I use that damn harvested Kvike yeast that I did. But other than that, if I'm not putting plastic in my beers with the Kvike yeast that I harvested, I usually do pretty clean beers. This one's like super clean. I mean, super clean. And cheers. It's carbonated perfectly. It's got an awesome flavor, malt backbone. The hops are like punching you in the face. I mean, this thing is just awesome. Really good. I don't know what to call it yet. I was thinking about calling it constrained relaxation, or NAS2R or NAS2PR. What I was thinking with that one was West Coast IPAs are making a comeback because all these New England IPAs that are lowering the bitterness and just overloading you with like hop dust. They're kind of, I'm starting to see more West Coast IPAs now, and it's funny because I'm always asking for them. I'm always jonesing, hey, you got a good West Coast IPA? Very rarely are there one in there. And then now I'm starting to go to my bottle shop and I'm seeing more and more West Coast IPAs. So I was doing some reading like, man, this is a really good West Coast IPA. And did I mention it was carved perfectly too? So I was trying to think, what do I call this thing? So I did some research onto bitterness, and I think I started looking at bitterness in West Coast style IPAs, and then how they went out of style or came into style. And one of the things, somehow it got me onto, there's an instinct, I guess, in humans to not like bitter stuff. The quality of bitterness it's like something that repels most people. It's almost like it's an ingrained or genetic coded annoyance or avoidance of things that taste bitter. And the reason is because in nature, usually when things taste bitter, they're poisonous. So they were talking about the coded gene that does that is NAS2R or NASR, something like that. So I was thinking like, man, I'll just call my beer that. And then I was like, well, that would, sometimes I'm guilty of naming beers things that most people would have to look up. And, the tolerance or the term constrained relaxation comes from over time, humans have learned to kind of, in spite of their aversion to, or in spite of their genetically coded natural aversion to bitterness, they've learned to overcome that tendency and actually appreciate the bitter and actually enjoy it. So that's called a constrained relaxation. So anyway, maybe I'll name this IPA that, although it's just, I don't know, I need to pick something better. So right now it'll just be called the unnamed IPA. Yeah, maybe I just named it unnamed IPA. But anyway, this unnamed IPA is, man, look how pretty that thing is. It's not like super clean, or super clear. I mean, it'll get there because it'll clear up. It's only been in the keg since, Saturday evening or something like that. So it'll clear up, but it's like professional quality. It's really good. All right, so had planned to brew with Wally this weekend. I just actually got off a video chat with Wally. One, to see how he was doing, to check in. Sounds like he's healing well. And then two, to see if he was going to be, he said he was going to be up for brewing this weekend. When he told me he was going to be up for brewing, given, the procedure he just had done, I was like, man, there's no way. There's no way. He's probably on drugs. And he probably was. And he still is. But No, I don't think he's going to be able to do it. He can't quite put enough weight on there to be, lugging around, 15-pound mash tuns and stuff. So, so anyway, we'll give it a few weeks. The beer style we're making it's fine to, seal up the ingredients and give it a few more weeks. So I really want to brew it with him. It'd be fun. So we're going to take a pause on that. So I guess no brewing this weekend, which gives me more time. I got some work-related stuff I got to do this weekend, so the timing works out pretty good on that. But Wally sent me a beer mail, and I don't know, probably, I won't have uploaded any of the reviews, but I reviewed his coconut brown that he did for the SJ Pour competition. Holy smokes. That was slap your mama good. It was really, really good. So anyway, I did a video chat, was telling him how much I loved his beer. He sent me a beer mail with just a ton of stuff. I got all these bombers of different type Brett beers. I got a Brett Kick Nate that is still in there. I've got a Brett Cherry Brown that he sent me that got me a little worse for wear the next morning. My wife and I did a virtual happy hour meeting with some folks, some of our good friends on Friday evening, and I busted out that bomber and it bombed me. So, and then man, he sent me so many cool. He sent me a couple of really cool double IPAs, and just a very generous beer mail. So I really appreciate that. And he sent me one of the key ingredients in the beer that we're going to brew. So, so that's good. So we'll put that on hold. Really no other news other than the fact that I was able to keg this and get it on tap. And so now I've got really cool, 2 beers on tap. I've got my Brett Pale, Averted Vision. That's a cool name. And then I've got this unnamed IPA. Averted Vision, I think, is 6.5%. I think that's what it is. And this, like I said, this thing's 7. So I've been brewing a lot of. I don't remember the last time I brewed a dark beer. When was the last time I brewed a dark beer? I think it was the Russian Imperial or the Ukrainian Imperial Stout that I did. I don't think I've done a dark beer since then. So maybe I need to do a brown or something next. But I think I'll probably brew something between now and when Wally and I brew that beer, so I'll fill up my taps. I'll have to think about what I want to do. Maybe I'll do a brown. I think a brown would be kind of fun. No, that's more of a fall beer. I'll think of something to do. I'll do something cool. I wanted to do another lager. Maybe I'll do a Baltic Porter. I got a friend of mine in Arizona who I was talking to, Stein, and he was looking for. He's got a lager yeast cake that he wants to dump another beer on. So I suggested, hey, try a Baltic Porter. That would be a good beer style. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I haven't done a Baltic Porter. Maybe I'll do that. That would actually be I think that would be a fun beer for the summer. Or towards the end of the summer. It's August now, so we're getting close. I got to start thinking about that. I got to do an Oktoberfest, and So, anyway, did I mention how good this beer is? Wow, this is really good. Life is a joy right now. I've been really, really busy with work, which has made time go by fast. My wife is not working right now. She's on a little mini vacation, so she's. I'm getting all kinds of. This guy is getting all kinds of good attention from the missus, which is cool. She dotes on me when she's not busy with work. I find that your wife dotes on you, and who'd have thunk it? I'm enjoying it. I'll take it for as long as I can get it. So that's fun. The kids are doing well. We're just other than the natural disaster, tropical storms and hurricanes coming up the East Coast, we're all doing great here. So that's about all I can really talk about today. I've talked about my beer brewing plans, and I hope all of you guys out there are being safe and you're having a great, wonderful time isolating from everyone else, and hopefully you got a great. If you're watching this and you're not a home brewer, man, now's a good time to start. Read some books, order some equipment, get some brewing equipment, start doing some brewing. It is a very rewarding hobby, which is fun. Oh, I know what I forgot to mention. These guys are playing tonight, and they got Juan Soto back. He had a false COVID-19 test. Wonder how many times that happens. Probably a lot. but he's done in successive negative tests, so I think he's off the injury list. Hopefully, I think he's in the lineup tonight. I don't know. Hopefully he is. So we're playing, I think, the Orioles, so that'll be fun. My hockey team lost yesterday. That was not fun. But yeah, so, oh, and my best friend moved back from Germany. So called me, and he arrived yesterday, and we had a nice chat. So, yeah, life is just doing really good right now. Anyway, I'll leave it right there. Have yourself a happy homebrew, and have a very, very happy Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers. And go Nats.